Was there like a theater location around here? Because I don't remember there being anything like that.
Swiving son of a cunt! His cocksucking motherfucking majesty!
Excuse me?
Oh, pardon me, sir, I meant no offense.
You're leaving the deliberations. Why?
Henselt! He used to have all Edirn where to live in a Kedwenny yoke! Scandalous.
No one opposed him?
None! Radovid drools for Temeria, and will let that lout have anything in exchange. The North will never be the same again. I must return home. Farewell.
Even Radovid wants Temeria.
Roach had murder in his eyes. He wanted blood and couldn't care less that it was royal. That
What?
This was what Leto would have wanted. The death of a king is the triumph of chaos, civil war, famine, fear among common folk, a time of disdain. That is the only reason Henselt remains alive and Kedwen grows stronger. Thousands of Kedwenis live better lives because their ruler is an amoral, ruthless son of a bitch who stands above the law.
Yeah. At least we can say that thousands of Kedwenis are leading better lives because of us. It's the only thing we got, okay?
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis. He is regent.
Where are the deliberations?
He's a general, not
Are they in the locked area here? Yes. Oh,
So,
Triss.
even the Nilfgaardians?
We're about to witness a great event.
Wait for me.
Just let me check.
Whatever it is, make it quick.
Making one last check here. Yeah, this is it. These two. Is this the last quest? Are we done? Hope I didn't miss anything. But it is what it is.
My dear Constable.
We're about to witness.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
It's now or never.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwen and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Vernon Roach, commander of your fallen king special forces, was responsible for today's massacre in the Kedwenny camp.
Has he been captured?
He fled. Our people are on his trail.
Lesser incidents have culminated in war, Constable.
Roach acted on his own behalf.
This illustrates precisely why Temeria cannot be left to fend for itself. The result would be anarchy and chaos.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you shall be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Oh.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future council and conclave. Sheila de Tanzaville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanzaville will be condemned to death.
Oh, that's why Radovid has the order here. Handy.
Sheila de Tanzaville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the conclave.
Arrest her.
Will she sit still? I wouldn't if I were her. I would open up a portal and just leave.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
But Philippa Eilhart is also responsible for this, so where is she? Now? What? Of all the times? Sheila's controlling the dragon? It's listening to her. Wow. Was that the same one as before? Wow.
Geralt, we're trapped. Magic's no good here. I can't get us out. Sheila, you have to get Sheila.
Okay, I will. Not before I meditate, though. This seems like it's gonna be a long fight here. Are we fighting the dragon? Oh, this dragon is definitely intelligent. Just judging by the things it does, it's not doing them without purpose. And it's definitely helping Sheila. Very obviously. What am I gonna do? Because I don't kill intelligent dragons. I don't kill dragons, period. You're not gonna get me, are you?
Stand back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else.
We'll see about that. Whoa!
If I have to, I will kill you.
Same. Ooh! The dragon is getting me on
How
purpose.
Do you like my dragon?
Holy God. Can I hurt it? I don't think so.
Synopsis! Kill him now!
Synopsis?
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Leto?
Synopsis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Leto cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Leto happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Leto used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Leto is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? But can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of La Valette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits. Geralt, remove it! The diamond. Remove the diamond. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, we want her alive anyway. We want to question her and stuff.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Wait, what? I thought that meant she couldn't teleport away. How come it still worked? Oh, whoa! Oh my god. Oh, we can't go back down. Great. Okay, hold up. I thought we were gonna be able to keep Sheila here. That's why I saved her. Oh, I'm dead. Great. Dang. But at the very least, we did get a piece of information about Yennefer. Oh, she's still alive, and she's not... Is she still being hunted by the Wild Hunt? We don't really know too much yet. Let's solve the problem in front of our face here first. The dragon. It's a synthesis.
Die.
Yes, we gotta... Ow! Where did this dragon come from? And the way Sheila was talking about it was kind of interesting. Because she's like, oh, we didn't have control of it back then. So it sounds like this dragon makes its own decisions, which is pretty unique. Does Igni even work on you? Oh, God. I don't want to get bitten. Oh! Ouch. This thing attacks so fast and everything. How can I even...
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Oh my gosh. And it swipes at me. Oh! Come in, come in. If you come in, it's my territory. Holy crap. He's gonna wait a little bit. Maybe one swipe at a time is the most I can get. Because that does seem like it's the case. Oh! Oh, there's more! What? Wait, really? We're okay? For now. The swiping attack is actually a lot more deadly than the fire breathing. It's coming back. Oh! Quen, hello! I can't use Quen for some reason. Here we go. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. Get up. Slowly, okay? Oh! Wow, how do I even dodge? Oh! Wow, okay. This is gonna be a tough multi-stage fight. Just calm down. Whoa!
Guess they'll never learn.
If I'm not careful enough, that guy's gonna... like that. Oh my gosh. Just kite it a little bit. Waiting for my vigor to come back. Trying to keep it high so I can have continuous Quen. Because I feel like without Quen here, it's really difficult. What the heck is that rock in the middle? How do I dodge this one? Like that. Oh, couldn't dodge that one well. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay. Good. Good. It's one hit. It's another hit. Oh! Oh no, I couldn't dodge that one well. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Die.
Yes, that's a great opener. This is also a great opener. However, I know that we're gonna lose it really soon. Not close enough. Oh. We're okay. We're okay. Just gonna wait for my vigor. Okay, good. Whoa! No, 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 no. Well, I have Quinn anyway, so... But I do want to keep high vigor, if we can. Good. Not good, because its head was not where I was expecting it to be at. Don't lose my... I had a good thing going on there in the beginning. I'm just waiting for my vigor to come back a little bit. Yes. No. No. It's okay. Getting burnt is not so bad. Getting burnt is way worse, or way better than... Hold on. It's way better than getting hit by one of its physical attacks. Come on, we can do this! Calm down though, okay? Calm down. Don't... Oh! We have it! We got it! Oh! That took me roughly 10 tries, I would say. Oh! This dragon hits for so much, it's really easy to die. Ooh! I thought we don't kill dragons, but it doesn't count if the dragon is trying to kill me, right? Oh! It's a little bit sad because clearly it had some form of intelligence and now it's just impaled on a stake here. Kill it? Mercy killing it? But if we don't kill it though, it might have a chance of recovering. I don't hate the dragon personally. We just happen to be on different sides of the battle. I'm going to walk away, hoping that you might get a chance to recover. Because who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe someone will come save you. I understand that killing you might be the merciful thing here, but I want to give you a chance to live too, so hopefully someone's gonna come save you. And there you go. She can save herself. Oh, but did she die anyway? Not sure.
A list of the lodge's sorceresses. A list of the whores you'll help us find. What's going on here?
Oh, the order. Oh my god. Radovit's men. Oh, they're killing Temerians! Everyone wants a piece of Temeria that badly? Oh my god. And Roach is apparently on the run. Who knows where Anais is? With him, I assume? Where's Natalis? Oh my god. Epilogue. Oh my god! We're leaving things like this?
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
Let's say it had a hard landing, impaled itself on a tree.
Did you kill it?
It's alive. You know I don't kill dragons.
But Philippa's...
In time, we'll deal with her. You know that could be one of the last dragons alive, a noble and beautiful creature.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Leto got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
He's here?
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Leto.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Oh
do
my
you
god.
think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive. But for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Their rights. Yeah, I agree that mages should have rights, but you guys aren't just asking for rights like the right to vote or the right to be in the country or anything like that. You guys want a part of the decision-making too, which I guess is fair. But it's not just the right to be here, is what I'm saying. Oh!
Vernon Roach, step away from the child.
She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens.
You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy.
I piss on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter!
I've heard enough! Grab them!
No acknowledgement of me. Ooh. You guys, I just finished fighting a dragon. You don't scare me at all. Like, at all. Come on. Oh, your stupid swords. Just die. Roach.
For the king!
Sorry I didn't come help you save Anais, but I'm here now.
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
What?
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy, all in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. Radovid and Henselt will divide it between them. They've signed the relevant treaty.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away, far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach.
And that's how my path and Roach's split apart.
Where's Yorvith? How's Yorvith?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Yorvith is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
Great. I don't have time to worry about Yorvith right now. Oh my god. I thought Deathmold died. Isn't that what it said here? Oh, there's a lot of new ones now. Hold up. I was looking at Roaches earlier, right? Roach. Oh, frick. I rolled over the ones that had new stuff. Whatever, forget about it for now. Well, yeah, what? It sounded like Deathmold died to Roach here, but evidently not. Because of me. Is it really my fault?
This is no place for witches. Though I know you and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loc Muinne will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loc Muinne will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tansarville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
That could take a while. Sheila's fled Loc Muinne via megascope.
We have time. She cannot hide forever. Sooner or later, she will be ours. Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
I really thought the megascope wouldn't work. Because, why would it? We took on the diamond. Whatever. Still can't believe Sheila escaped and we never saw Philippa, and oh my god, that's Leto.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
I'm here. What do you gotta say for yourself?
Took you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Oh.
My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw, minute, but just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the royal witch hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
Fine.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
Since apparently we were friends before.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Just the mention of the name.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Leto wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Is that how I lost my memory?
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the wild hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Holy God. You know, this whole situation here is really, really complicated. And like, okay, I'm actually trying really hard to pay attention here, but holy God, there's like, it's like a spider web of 20,000 strings happening at the same time, and when you tug on one of them, they affect all the other strings. So as I understand it right now, in a fast nutshell version, basically Sheila, Philippa, and the Lodge, they were only planning on killing Demavend. And to do that, they decided to hire Leto. And Nilfgaardians somehow found out about that, and they decided, hey, we're gonna hire Leto as well to kill the other kings, which makes it look like the Lodge also wanted to kill Foltest and Henselt, when in fact, they only wanted to kill Demavend. That's the nutshell understanding I'm getting here, which is really confusing already to begin with.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Sarit, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful, no violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. And that's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Which was a few months ago? A good few months ago.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer.
Mm-hmm.
So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
I have an idea? I do? Related to Ciri, maybe? She hasn't really come up at all this whole time. Even though we're looking for Yennefer, we're not looking for Ciri.
How did a witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's Order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Sarit and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
It's good.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore.
Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way, but if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Do we really have to fight? We already fought last time, and he killed Foltest, and I just happened to be caught as a scapegoat. But I guess he didn't intend for me to be a scapegoat.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Right, so the one little thing missing from my nutshell version earlier was that Nilfgaard did all of this because they want to eventually invade the North. Oh my god! Holy crap!
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Wow, the King of Kovir had it good.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatier de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claimed she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge. Only Emir, Vatier, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Hensel's assassinations.
Damn.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
The kids.
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the La Valette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
Nobody noticed that the monk is buff as hell? I guess monks can be buff, but this guy is like on steroids. Look at his veins, they're popping out.
When did you decide to get rid of Yorvith?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorvith, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorvith. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember.
I remember. You left in the middle of the fight.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind, or that Yorvith was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. You killed Seret and Orcs. Damn shame as I see it. Two good witchers.
They were murderers, Leto. Just like you. Don't change the subject.
Right. I was on my way to Loc Muinne by that time. I had to prepare, inform that prune Shillard of the plan. Everything had to play out perfectly. There was no room for error.
Oh, that's it. I guess we can't go back to the previous menu. Well, he pretty much answered everything, and anything I didn't even think of. I guess it's time to end it.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Not really.
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
I'm not that confident I can beat you, actually, since you're a witcher too.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Leto. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
This world doesn't have enough witchers. Yeah, and I agree. You and I were never really supposed to be enemies, but the circumstances made it so. So I'm okay with this. We already had our fight back in the The Elven Ruins.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
Are you going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
I would be okay with sparring if you wanted to do that. I guess it's easy to start thinking of Leto as being an evil guy who killed kings, but at the end of the day, Witchers are just neutral and self-serving. Someone paid him money, so he killed Foltest. Although from my point of view, Foltest was my friend too, so on that account, maybe I wouldn't have wanted to let him go. But at the same time, he was a fellow Witcher. The fragility of life.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Leto, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler.
Good.
To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. Dark clouds had been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loc Muinne sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwen divided it between them. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loc Muinne re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
View the credits to see the game ending? You mean what we just saw, or something else entirely? I guess we'll have to see once we finish looking at this part. Okay, The Witcher 2! A little bit shorter than The Witcher 1, but still a pretty lengthy game, and I guess it's a little bit, The Witcher games are always a little bit more grounded in reality. It's not grounded in reality in that there's no magic and there's no monsters and stuff, but it's realistic in the way that the events do not always end happily or even conclusively, because this ending that we got here, as a person who was Temerian. Am I Temerian? I guess not. I guess I'm Rivian, but I lived in Temeria for a while, so I kind of feel like, hey, maybe I'm half Temerian? I just saw my country get torn apart by Radovid and Henselt. So much for Radovid for being a nice guy. Every man's out for himself in his own kingdom. And the worst part is, a lot of the events that led to this was partially because of me too. For example, I didn't kill Henselt. For example, I didn't save Anais. So it feels a little bit bad. And on the personal side, I'm starting to regain some memories, but not anything substantial just yet. Still missing big chunks. Still don't really know where Yennefer is, except somewhere in the Empire. Oh, so I guess that's what Sheila meant by saying that Yennefer was in the south. And I guess we'll be continuing off this plot thread in The Witcher 3. This chapter, I don't know if it's just me, but it felt like it was paced a little bit funny because it was kind of short, and it really just felt like, okay, we came to Loc Muinne, and then we looked for Triss, and then we went to the theater, and some dragon comes out, we defeat it, but everything else is in flames. And by the end here, Leto gave us a gigantic info dump, which I'm glad we learned the answers to some of the questions we've been having, like why the hell has this whole thing been happening? But the way we found out all of that stuff was by sitting here and talking to Leto for literally 15 minutes. And now that I think about it, the whole thing about me being the Kingslayer, like that was the reason why my quest really started, but I guess we never really got a resolution to that. I know I'm not the Kingslayer, and people around me know that too, but to the public, I think I'm still the Kingslayer. But maybe Temeria has more to worry about than just me killing Foltest right now, cause everybody and their mother is trying to grab a piece of Temeria. Oh my goodness though, I think The Witcher 2 has one of the most complicated plots and storylines that I've seen in recent history. And I really struggled to wonder how I would have experienced this if I hadn't read any of the books or if I didn't play The Witcher 1, because, like, oh my god, there really is a lot going on. And, if you've seen me play The Witcher 1, you may remember that by the end of it, I made a comment that The Witcher 1 kind of felt like fanfiction, taking elements from the books and then reusing them in different situations, which made it feel really familiar if you've read the books. But I didn't really get that impression from The Witcher 2. Like, obviously, it's still building off that same Witcher universe, which originally came from the novels, but I felt like it also added a lot of its own flavoring to it. At least when I was playing through it, I didn't really get the feeling like, oh, I feel like I've read this part in the book before. So that's probably a good thing, I guess. Although, if we're actually getting into a comparison of 1 to 2, it feels like they are decidedly different, not just in terms of mechanics and stuff, but the overall atmosphere and feeling. I think a part of that is how The Witcher 2, especially in comparison to 1, the art style is a little bit different. It's very enchanted and magical looking. I don't know what you call it, like the bloom effect, the fuzzy, blurry kind of effect, and the vibrant colors really reminded me of the Trine series and stuff like maybe Harry Potter. Yeah, I thought bits of the soundtrack was kind of Harry Potter-ish too. And I've seen screenshots of The Witcher 3 before. It seems like The Witcher 2 is the only game that has this feeling. I'm not sure if I'd like it or dislike it, but I think it's interesting that it's a little bit different from the other games. Stylistic decisions aside though, definitely The Witcher 2 improves upon 1 in, like, every single way pretty much. Although I would say that it still has some weird technical oddities. There were a few things that you could figure out just by playing enough, but in the beginning, I remember not knowing what any of the icons meant, and like, there's all sorts of systems here and there, and by the end, I felt like I didn't really dig into a lot of what the game had to offer in terms of crafting and potions and even the freaking Axie and what's the other sign? The other one that I don't use. God, I can't even remember its name. Yurden. Right. But I guess all those things were secondary to me, so I don't care too much. Story-wise, I'm gonna guess it's probably because I've only seen Roach's path here, but I'm a little bit surprised by how many things they brought up and mentioned that I expected them to go more in-depth about, but they didn't really expand upon it here. For example, we never really got to talk to Saskia, except for the, hey, you want the sword? Okay, I'll give you the sword. And then Philippa Eilhart, we never saw her at all. Gonna guess it's because their prominence comes in Yorveth's path back in the end of chapter 1, if I chose to go along with Yorveth instead. Quite a few people have asked if I am going to be playing the other path, and if it's this different, then yeah, I am. 90% of games on the market support one linear path in their story, but if The Witcher 2 actually diverges this much, then I think it should be a must-play. It's actually a pretty gutsy move, because I think as much as players complain about how, oh, my choices don't actually mean anything, it's really difficult for game devs to really make a story that branches out. And you can see why, because if I'm a game dev and I make a game, I want all the players to see all the cool moments in my game, which means I should make it so that, you know, it's one linear thing so that everyone can see the cool stuff. But by splitting it here, and for sure, most people are just gonna play the game once, it automatically means that a whole bunch of people will just never see what the other half of the story is about. So if I'm guessing right here, and we do get to talk to Philippa Eilhart and whoever else, Yorveth I guess, in the other path, then for sure I will be playing it. One thing that I hesitate about is I'm not sure if I should start at the end of chapter 1, right before I made the decision, which I have a save of, or should I start at the beginning? Because I think a few of the quests that I did in chapter 1, they had differing outcomes too, so maybe I want to go back a bit further just to see what other results can come about. I'm kind of leaning towards starting at the end of chapter 1 because I kind of want to finish The Witcher 2 and then move on to the third one sooner, but I'm open to other suggestions, so if you have something to say about this, feel free to leave it in the comments. Otherwise, not sure what else I have to say about The Witcher 2. Definitely an enjoyable game, although not flawless, definitely not. When did this come out? 2012? No, 2011. Okay, so this is, maybe I'll start by looking up games that came out in 2011. Because I remember at the end of The Witcher 1, I looked up when it came out, and then the conclusion I came to was that it seemed a little bit clunky, even compared to other games that came out in the same time period. So The Witcher 2 came out in 2011. Games that released in 2011. The first thing I can think of is Skyrim. Batman Arkham City. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Oh. Portal 2. Dead Space 2. LA Noire. Saints Row the Third, Uncharted 3. So I think looking at that list here, The Witcher 2 is still lacking a little bit in the technical department, especially considering how I'm playing this on a modern 2018 computer and I'm still getting little lag spikes here and there. It doesn't actually bother me or anything, so I'm just making an observation here. But if you consider that the last game they made was The Witcher 1, and then they made The Witcher 2, what is it, 4 years later? Witcher 1 came out in 2007? That jump in everything, like polish, technical proficiency, everything, from 1 to 2 is astonishing. So I imagine that The Witcher 2 probably reviewed pretty well back in the day. I think all sorts of players would have fun with this game. If you like lore, you can read all the journal entries. If you like fighting, you can just do the fighting. Oh yeah, speaking of combat, definite improvement over the system they had in 1, although that one was honestly easier for me because all I had to do was click. But yeah, now people can actually like the game because they like the combat, which is probably something that nobody said about 1. Hey, wait, this is not related, but people like Vernon Roach and Yorveth, are they original to the game? Because so far of what I've read of the novels, I don't remember hearing about these people at all. If so, that's actually really amazing, because they managed to integrate these completely original characters really well into the story of a previously established world. Again, just like with The Witcher 1, the amount of care they put into the game really shows off that they want this Polish story to succeed in this Polish game, and they want the global community to have at it. Which is always nice to see, just the devs being passionate about something. That's really cool. Holy, I'm running out of things to talk about here. How long are these credits? Oh my god, plenty of people worked on this game. Look at all those names. This was truly a labor of love, oh my god. Food for tonight. Wow. Nilfgaard's invasion into the north. Oh, they're coming. Actually, they're here already. And I guess that's setting the stage for The Witcher 3. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Wow, those credits were like 30 minutes long in total. I'm probably gonna have to like condense it a little bit in editing, holy crap. But yeah, this was The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. Like I said, I will be looking to dig into Yorvet's path before jumping to The Witcher 3, and even then, I'm probably gonna take a break in between, but anyway, one step at a time. Let me know if you have any opinions on whether I should start at the very beginning of The Witcher 2, or if I should just start at the end of Chapter 1. In the meantime, that will be it for this playthrough of The Witcher 2 under Roach's Path. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing, and I hope to see you again very soon for Yorvet's Path. This was Welland, and bye!